Right, let's go.
Did you hear Basilio Capello is in jail? Did you hear Basilio...
In the police. Let's pretend to be cops, eh? We can just stand around and look confused.
Good start. Alright, this needs to be the Gazette. Okay. Constant on Baskerville Street between Burnett and Bonaparte, Southern Scaladio. So it's about here. Just casually walking.
Miss von Staub is awaiting the police, sir. Perhaps you might visit on another day. Miss von Staub is awaiting the police, sir. Perhaps you might visit on another day.
What if I went outside and came back 2 seconds later in a police costume? Would that suffice?
Good day, officer. Miss von Staub awaits you in her boudoir. Good day, miss. I regret to disturb you at this tragic time, but could you spare a moment?
Oh, officer. I've been waiting. Is his body still in that horrible place?
A horrible place? I should introduce you to the Undertaker. But first, you and I shall get to know one another. I am Officer Holmes. I take it you are Magda von Staub, the sister of the deceased?
Oh, pardon me. Yes, I am.
My deepest condolences, Miss von Staub. Your brother's body will be returned to you shortly, as I believe the case will soon be closed. Nevertheless, there remain some formalities requiring attention. May I ask you a few questions?
If you must. But I'm unsure if I will be of much help.
Do you know if Mr. von Staub had any enemies? Someone that may have sought to do him harm?
Enemies? I don't know. He and I did not discuss such matters, and he was rarely called upon by visitors. My brother's only guests were his friendly contests, but I was not allowed to participate. I merely heard it all from my room.
Contests?
Eric would practice shooting on the patio, and occasionally friends would join him, but I couldn't tell you if they ever argued.
Forgive my intrusion, but I must inquire about your bruises. Did you take a tumble?
I have a weak disposition. It is not so bad, but my skin marks more easily than a peach. It is the least of my sorrows.
But, Miss von Staub, I can tell you suffered new bruises even before the old ones had healed.
I have nothing more to add, Officer Holmes. It is what it is.
May I take a look at Mr. von Staub's room? His personal effects may prove invaluable in our understanding of the case.
Please do. Here's the key.
Thank you for your time, Miss.
Look at those vases, Sherry. Bet they cost a fortune. Would be a shame if someone broke them. Oh, I love it when you're reckless. Were those Limoges porcelain?
You have a keen eye.
Well, I suppose it's yours. Next time, shoot with a blindfold.
Yeah, it's a shame I asked the Undertaker about the dueling club, or whatever, and missed out on the trophy. I would have missed out on other trophies already. But I wasn't really understanding what the hell was going on.
An ointment by Dr. Herbert with a lavender and pine scent. A handsome portrait of Eric. Miss von Staub does have talent. The black paint looks thick. It's been mixed with something.
Must be cyanide. What could possibly be the other answer?
The rounds have been emptied. Excellent score. She covered the locked windows with paintings, but the atmosphere remains oppressive. Sad home for a young woman. She covered the locked windows with paintings, but the atmosphere remains oppressive. Sad home for a young woman. The end and the beginning. She covered the locked windows with paintings, but the atmosphere remains oppressive. Sad home for a young woman.
Oh, not here.
A wealthy man in his 60s. Sir Barnaby Boddington, 1879. A typical crest for a league or a guild. Club headquarters, 190th anniversary celebration.
Okay. Okay.
This whip is well loved and well used.
Whips, eh? Well, that's 8 and 10, that's quite a lot. Let's double that. I need a 2. Right, let's switch the sign and then combine these. Alright, so I need to have -6. So let's do this, double that, change the sign, add them together. Donk! There was a crest with the 2 crossed revolvers tied with a blindfold. I want to ask.
I found burnt letters in your brother's room. I believe they were addressed to you.
To me? From whom?
They appear to be from some of your suitors. Why did you burn them?
I didn't. I didn't even know about them. Eric, he never said a word.
It seems you and Mr. Boddington were to be engaged. Were you as thrilled at the prospect as your brother?
Mr. Boddington is not how I had imagined my husband. But it was Eric's choice. I didn't dare dispute it.
Okay.
I beg your pardon. I don't understand. beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. I'm sorry, I don't follow. I beg your pardon.
One of the revolver cases in your brother's room is missing. Do you know where it may be?
I'm not permitted in Eric's quarters. I suppose he must have taken it with him.
About all of this talk is giving us.
There is an unfinished portrait of your brother in your room. Beautiful to be sure, but one detail drew my attention. Why did you add gunpowder to your black paint?
You entered my room? I thought you were only inspecting Eric's.
It is standard procedure, Miss von Staub. Now, tell me about the gunpowder.
Eric's art was his shooting, and this painting is my tribute to him. It felt appropriate. We're both artists in different ways.
Where were you when your brother died, Miss von Staub?
I was here painting Eric's portrait. My God, you could have asked the servants.
Alas, I needed to hear it from your lips.
Good day, officer. Miss von Staub awaits you in her boudoir.
Is this familiar to you?
I'll gladly tell you everything I know, officer.
Okay.
Help me, please.
I'll gladly tell you everything I know, officer.
That's what it knows everything.
Good day, officer. Miss von Staub awaits you in her boudoir. Good day, officer. Miss von Staub awaits you in her boudoir.
Could you help me?
I'll gladly tell you everything I know, officer.
South Grant, sorry. Okay. Oh, that's a bit weird.
May I ask for your assistance?
That's a question I can answer.
Honourable Club on Baskerville Street between Solswell and Silent Way. Between Soulsville and Stein. Oh, it's got to be one of these. On Baskerville Street. So here. Okay. Let's go. Interesting.
I'm terribly sorry, sir. Club members only.
A football wearing his yellow outfit. Oh no.
The finest clothes for the finest citizens.
What's doing the game? Cannot buy a yellow suit.
Of course, think it over. Take your time.
need a yellow outfit. Oh, go on.
I'm terribly sorry, sir. Club members only. I'm terribly sorry, sir. Club members only. Please come in, sir. The gentleman will...
Fancy. Not every manor has a custom floor.
That is the von Kramkrest, the old Prussian noble family. They must be patrons of the club.
How often do you think they check the submission box? My application deserves prompt consideration.
Okay.
It's the killer. Shake a leg. Get him.
I am invincible. Dodge this!
You can overcome the brute now.
Take a rest, my friend.
He's all yours now. Go for it.
No more crime for you until next month.
The snuff's ready.
Take a rest, my friend.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Don't cry, you'll live. Too simple.
The snuff's ready.
I couldn't miss the party.
Ow! Take a rest, my friend.
Give him the pepper snuff.
I'm coming for you.
Too simple. Take a rest, my friend. Too simple.
The snuff's ready.
Okay, that was right.
I must say, Sherlock, that was near perfect. Could it be that you're not completely hopeless?
Yeah.
Two glasses with dregs of alcohol. Should I pour us a drink, John? A nice apricot aroma. Barillan schnapps, I presume. Half full. Glass crushed underfoot with damp traces still visible.
Who the devil are you? I won't go down without a fight.
Sherlock Holmes, and if I wanted a fight, you would already be on the floor. Fortunately for you, I'm merely here to ask a few questions.
Is that so? Well, come on, pretty boy. How about I fix that nose of yours? Give it a bit more character.
Enough. Your compatriots attacked me and I responded. They still have their lives, unlike Mr. von Staub.
True. At least you are not a murderer. Fine, you may speak.
Got fine wrong there. That was a bit awkward. They're shooting a club with only one eye.
So you are Mr. Von Kram, one of the club's best shots, the referee of the deadly duel, and the prime suspect of the case.
Heinrich Vögen von Kram, but you're incorrect. I am the best shot at the club, and I had nothing to do with Erich's death.
Your clothes tell a different story. The dirt on your trousers confirms your presence in the old ruins, and the red stain on your jacket is from the wax-covered gelatin your club uses for non-lethal rounds. I suspect you took a hit from the other duelist after Mr. von Staub was shot dead. A better shooter would have avoided it.
I am innocent, but if you persist in your slander, that may well change.
Fine. Answer my questions and prove me wrong. Otherwise, I shall simply inform the authorities we have our man.
First violence, now blackmail. Ah, well, I have nothing to hide. First violence, now blackmail.
So, what transpired in the old ruins?
Everything began as normal. The signatures, choice of weapons. I checked it all, and then blindfolded the duelists. Erich stood to my left, and his opponent, Mr. Dorfman, to my right. Before they could begin, the killer fired. I'm sure it was not Dorfman.
Why are you so sure?
The sound was different. Not a Webley revolver, and further away. The killer must be an excellent shot to hit the heart.
What transpired after the shooting?
I heard Erich cry out and fall. Mr. Dorfman turned and fired at the killer, but I shouted at him to stop and help. I tried to save Erich, but it was too late. He was gone.
I'd like to speak with the other competitor.
He left the island. Mr. Dorfman was sure that the killer was after him. He is innocent, I assure you.
Indeed, from his position it would be impossible to fire the bullet at such a downward trajectory, but he was a witness. Shame.
I can't help you with this. I can't help you with this.
You have a nice collection of pistols, Mr. Von Kram.
Ah, a fellow connoisseur of firearms. Did something catch your eye?
What caught my eye is a missing Lamat. Where is it?
Ah, that one. I lost it in a bet. A rare failure of mine.
A bet with whom?
That's private, Mr. Holmes, and unrelated to your investigation. I can't help you with this. I don't know what you're talking about. I can't help you with this. I've never seen this before.
It seems you owed Mr. von Staub a small fortune.
A fortune to you, perhaps, but a trifle to me. Our debts ebbed and flowed. In our next contest, there was every chance I would win it back. Eric was too concerned about all that. Frankly, he often lacked the demeanor of a nobleman. His progressive tendencies could be grating. I've never seen this before.
Last year, there was a similar incident in which a duelist died. What can you tell me?
A tragedy. I shot too well, and my opponent stumbled from the impact. He slipped and fell down the cliff. I regret it all. I have not participated in a duel since. Instead, I only take the role of a referee and supervise the proceedings for safety. I swore that no other club member would die in a duel. Alas, someone else intervened.
Okay.
I can't help you with this.
As it happens, a Lamat 42 caliber revolver was discovered at the crime scene. You said you were missing a Lamat, yes?
I did, but my Lamat was a 36 caliber.
And you can prove that?
My word is proof enough. If I said it, it is true.
A remarkable tool to conveniently enhance anything. I could use one for my analysis. Doesn't appear to be the happiest childhood. Cecilia von Kram with Heinrich, Cologne, 1864. My window. How to sharpen one's senses.
Where am I going? All right. Okay.
Your ability to perceive the world can be developed with work and concentration.
Recordings labelled in Braille. There must be more you can recall from the day of the duel.
I wish. My eyes make me a poor witness, I'm afraid.
Yes, your blindness, an affliction since childhood, one presumes. No scars on your face, and you carry yourself with confidence.
I'm starting to see your worth, Mr. Holmes.
But this limitation developed your other senses and made you an excellent marksman. So, tell me, did you notice anything else?
I do recall a floral smell. Something artificial. It was sweet and fresh and came from the direction of the killer.
Do you recognize this scent?
Yes. This is it. The smell I noticed at the ruins. Where did you get it? Do you know who killed Eric? Tell me his name. Can we just get this over with?
Well, it was the wife, or sister, sorry.
Addressed to Heinrich von Kram and written with a nervous hand. Arrived just yesterday. You and Eric were competing for the position of honorary consul, yes? Quite the title.
We were, but he stood no chance. Only a true nobleman could take such a role.
Difficult for him to contest it now. I need to be elsewhere.
No, I reckon it's the woman. J'accuse.
Miss von Staub is awaiting the police,
Oh,
sir.
for Pete's sake.
Perhaps you might visit on another day.
Oh, hello. I think I'm reaching the end of this one, unfortunately. I'll catch up in a second. I know. Those are just for me. Those are my enjoyment. This one. What? Hang on about. When I solve the case in the next 2 minutes. Okay.
Good day, officer. Miss von Staub awaits you in her boudoir.
Going on a trip, miss?
No, I'm leaving permanently. This place brought me nothing but sorrow. I am sorry. What do you want?
Check use.
I think the time has come to be honest with each other, Miss von Staub. I'll start with my confession. I misled you in our previous meeting. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I do not work for the police.
What? I don't understand.
In actuality, I was independently investigating your brother's death and came to an unexpected conclusion.
How? Why?
It was not a tragic accident, miss. It was cold-blooded murder. And I know the culprit.
No. Who is he?
Nice try, but as you well know, I'm talking to the culprit right now.
What? Are you out of your mind?
Certainly not. Allow me to explain how you killed your brother.
Okay. Let's do this. What were the means?
This is absurd. I've never even been to that cursed place.
Ugh.
A moment, if I may.
This is torture.
I
I'll
think
get there.
the time has come to be honest with each other,
I was
Miss
a bit
von
hasty.
Staub. I'll start with my confession.
Okay, skip.
I misled you.
Okay. What were the means of crime? That?
The missing box in your brother's room contained a lamat, the same weapon used for the murder. You stole it to kill your brother.
What? No. Eric was obsessed with guns. I bet he simply left that revolver somewhere else.
Yes, it was left somewhere else. The crime scene. Abandoned in panic. A typical feminine response.
No, I've never been to that
So
cursed
true.
place.
So true. Typical feminine response. Window of opportunity. 3-man carriage, blah, blah, blah. Window of opportunity. I begin to doubt myself when I can't figure out the bloody answer to this. Window of opportunity. Um, oh, I just don't know. If I was to accuse the other guy, what would his... Oh, I'm going to get this wrong. God, what are those? Are those real words that you can 6-0 you still accuse someone else? I can still accuse someone else. I don't. The other guy is the referee of the duel, but I don't understand why he would. Window of opportunity. I can't see anything with that name on it. I'm still trying to figure out how to accuse this woman. Have I just not gathered enough evidence?
A moment, if I may.
This is torture.
Thank you for your time, miss.
I don't know if I have enough evidence here. Ugh.
Only German composers feature here. It appears the parents are dearly missed. Our beloved parents, 1875, Baden-Baden. Rest in peace.
Okay. All evidence collected. So I just gathered all the ends. Where is that? What I just collected? I could have sworn I saw a letter written to her. There's absolutely nothing about what I just read. Right, go back. Go back to here. I don't know if I'll ever find out if I'm right. I have to change the bloody costume. To this weird yellow suit.
Please come in.
It won't be unsolved. I just might accuse the wrong person.
Look, Sherry, I'm head of the club.
Fantastic.
Clever system.
Useful as ever.
All these places are perfectly secluded, ideal for private duels. The same ingredient was used in the dueling revolver's ammunition.
I think that's always better here to kill 22 ducks and a moonless night in order to win the attention of a beautiful lady Hedwig. I think the art was too dark, you kill two wizards and wanderers instead. Oh, okay. Was failed to master the art of shooting and circle around the blind shooting club. Became monotonous, so the club members began practicing blind duels. Death of one of the members, important changes took place, including the replacement of real bullets with homemade blank cartridges. Okay. Okay. Not his statement. What I want is. What was I looking for? It was the news report. The company until all the family informed stepped in the wrong direction. Alright. Ugh. Do I really think it's him? I don't. I think it's her. Oh. I'm going to just try and accuse her. Let's go back.
I need to be elsewhere.
Oh, fuck off. But the servants gave her permission to. She claimed she didn't leave the house on the day he died. The von Staub servants claim that Miss von Staub didn't leave the house on the day of Eric's death. Why would the servants lie?
I'm terribly sorry, sir.
Oh.
Club members only.
Ugh. Right, I'm gonna accuse him. See what I get. Oh, I'm back. Different person.
Please come in.
Mr. von Kram, I know you murdered Eric von Staub.
You joke, I didn't do it.
On the contrary, when the opportunity arose, you pounced.
Right. You said you lost it a bit.
That doesn't make any sense at all. And furthermore, I had no reason to want Eric dead.
I will consider what you said.
Finally, words of wisdom. Do not be ashamed. Few possess my capacity for reason and debate.
Mr. von
Still got
Kram,
a key.
I know you murdered Eric
Let's
von
try
Staub.
again. Oh, sorry, I misread. What was the window of opportunity? Window of opportunity. Well, he was the referee.
You were present at the duel, and you were the only one who wasn't blindfolded.
I am an excellent shot. If I wanted to kill someone, it wouldn't matter whether or not I was blindfolded. But that doesn't mean I wanted Eric dead.
What was the motive? Well, it was that letter. Where's that letter?
Did you not? The position of honorary consul would be quite the feather in your cap, but Mr. von Staub stood in your way.
Friends are worth more than fame, Mr. Holmes. But of course you wouldn't understand, lacking either. We were rivals, yes, but also peers.
Well, this friendship of yours certainly took a turn when you picked up the murder weapon.
And it's got to be...
Your pistol collection is missing a piece, the murder weapon you disposed of after the kill.
I lost it in a bet. For God's sake, you'd make a stuffed bird laugh.
Mr. von Kram, I believe you are the one responsible for Eric von Staub's death. You are now under my arrest and will be
I don't know
escorted
about
to the
this.
police.
I have never been so insulted in all my life. I am innocent, as you will soon find out.
What? Ugh. Whatever, John.
I didn't do it. I didn't. Please, please, sir. Believe me, I'm sorry. I didn't do it.
Why am I in this room?
sure Von Crown was lying? I don't know, arresting him feels wrong.
There's no winning. There's no winning. How do I even get here? John didn't like me. Well, since when has John actually liked me? Exactly. Well, oh well. Let's do this one. What? He's being held in the holding cells at the police station. Okay. French Legionnaire on his way. Right, so what am I actually doing? I should join the police, or at least pretend as much. I shouldn't reveal to any of the suspects that I'm not actually an officer. He's been held in the holding cells. Okay. Oh, somewhere in there.
Oh, what a long day. Excuse me, but are you Mr. Capello? My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm hoping you could spare a moment to talk.
Manners, what a pleasant surprise. Most of your colleagues have lacked even the simplest of common courtesies.
Oh,
You're a suspect, sir, but not yet a criminal. I shan't treat you as such. Your case is refreshingly unusual, and I wish to get to the bottom of it.
Manners and enthusiasm. Huh. May you go far, young man. What can I help you with?
let me just stare at you for a while. Ja, weiß nicht, wer gehört zu was?
You are surprisingly composed for a man accused of murder. Not so easily shaken, I take it.
Life is full of surprises. You'd be astonished how many deals go sour due to a force majeure. One becomes skilled at adapting. I am confident this will all be set straight. Until then, I will endure.
Much how you endure that injured hand. Those bruises look painful, but you seem barely aware of it. Were you attacked?
No, a minor accident, nothing more. My heady days as a man out to prove his valor are far behind me. I now know that to succeed in life, one must stay calm and plan ahead. The world will turn your way eventually. And if it does not, then one must persuade itself.
Please, tell me how you ended up in this situation.
Well, this morning some clients arrived to finalize their purchase of a Capello modular safe. But when we opened the door, out tumbled a dead man.
And I take it this wasn't normal?
No, I normally keep my corpses in the wardrobe. Please, young man, spare me your wit. The rest of the day was a blur. I recognized the victim, and it seems so did the police. That was enough to make me the main suspect.
Who sent for the authorities?
No one. As it happens, we had a break-in last night. Nothing was stolen, but for insurance purposes, the report had to be made. So, police officers just happened to be on the premises when we discovered the body in the safe.
You mentioned you were showing your wares to some prospective buyers when the safe was opened. Who were they?
Clerks from the bank. They inspected the safe from top to bottom yesterday. I assumed the sale was just a formality at that point.
And the safe was closed?
It's usually open, but it locks automatically when the door swings closed. That's another marvelous Capello invention.
A coffin that locks itself. Marvelous indeed. Help me grasp your movements yesterday. What time did you meet the customers from the bank, and did you have any other appointments?
Yesterday, the bank clerks arrived at 10 a.m. Afterwards, I was alone in the office until my wife Augusta came in at 3 p.m. I left for home at 6:30 p.m.
And what about this morning?
Our meeting for the demonstration was set for 9 a.m. I arrived about half an hour prior in order to prepare.
I have one final inquiry. Do you recall the time at which the safe door was closed?
Young man, I may just as well ask you when you closed your cigar case. I have opened our safes a dozen times a day for a dozen years. I do not recall.
I'd like to inquire about the burglary.
I'm not sure I see the connection, but if you wish to know more, talk to Billy Lloyd, the night watchman. He scared off the thief.
Was it also Billy that discovered the burglar?
No, my wife did. She had stayed late yesterday. Poor Augusta. At least she's safer with the police than at home alone.
You say you became the suspect when the police identified the victim. Is there history between you?
Surely you jest. That man and I have never met and never would, unless he became the first deity in history to use our products.
Some sort of family feud? I'm afraid I'm not familiar.
You must be new to Cordona. It's an old tale. Back in Italy, generations ago, the deities tried to ruin our family business. They nearly succeeded. The Capellos rightfully struck back, but there has been bad blood ever since.
And does that blood flow in you too?
I told you, sir, it's an old story, or it was. I fear this horrible event portends worse to come. My wife may be in danger as we speak.
Well, Mr. Capello, I think that's all I need from you at present. Where can I find your office?
Here, take my card. Billy should be on site to assist with the investigation. And please, sir, would you check on my wife before you depart?
Thank you. I will endeavour to speak with her before I leave the station.
Please, treat her gently. Women lack our resilience when it comes to ordeals like this. I shall eagerly await your return. After all, little else I can do.
Okay.
Mrs. Capello, please wait in the office. The inspector will be here soon.
You must be the inspector.
Would you be Augusta Capello?
Must I really repeat myself to every baby-faced man in uniform that strides
I am
in?
still here. I never said I was going.
Forgive me, I am not the inspector, but I am working on your husband's case.
Then I have nothing to say to you. Come back with the inspector in charge so that we may dispense with the endless repetition.
This case, I've literally... There's a guy in the... let me just observe this woman first. The husband of this woman is in jail. He's been accused of murdering some person who they found in one of his safes in his house. He claims never to have met the person and obviously not murdered him. We're pretending to be a police officer this entire time, and we're trying to solve who done it or what's going on. We're talking to the wife because apparently she lacks resilience to this whole ordeal because she's a woman, according to the husband. Good old fashioned sexism there. Oh yeah, it could be. I want to accuse the wife and the sister in the last case, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. I'm not sure that's going to play. She's in her 20s. Doesn't look it. Has been fidgeting with her wedding due to stress. Has recently used laudanum, but does not seem accustomed to the drug. Has been with her due to her reckless nature. Recently may be accustomed to the drug. Definitely. Well, he's at least 40 apparently. Let's go with that.
Whilst I prefer German composers, the harp solo from Lucia di Lammermoor stands out as one of Donizetti's finest contributions to the form. I'm sure Basilio thought the same.
He did. How? Did he tell you how we met?
Oh, there was no need. It is trivial to observe how much you value your memories of playing harp in the orchestra, and even an amateur Italian harpist would be familiar with Donizetti's finest work.
Yes. Music is a balm in these uncertain times. It is nice to meet another who appreciates it.
Much as I appreciate the truth. Please, Mrs. Capello, let me help you and your husband.
I am not unappreciative, sir. But I'm afraid I presently lack the strength.
Oh dear.
Basilio tells me you were present during the burglary yesterday. What can you tell me about it?
Oh, it gave me such a fright. I fainted, fell to the floor. I wish I could help you, but I'm just utterly useless. Please, I want to rest before the inspector arrives.
Were you familiar with the deceased man found in the safe?
No, I did not know him, nor can I conceive of how the poor soul ended up there.
My feeling that she's somehow involved is growing.
You've had quite the day, Mrs. Capello. I shall leave you be. If I have further questions, I may visit again later.
Right, that's what we just got. Burglary happened during the late evening, was discovered by Augusto Capello and Billy Lloyd, the night watchman. Nothing was stolen. So yeah, that must have been what caused it. Local proprietor of the famous Arthur Capello safe door and home security company in Cordona. He's currently being held in the police station. Early 40s, methodical man. Priscilla gives a demo of the safe to the clients on bank. Safe is open. He works alone in the office to the arrival of his wife. Augusta arrives. Basilio leaves the office and goes home. Right. Okay. So I need to... Who's the Armour Capello office on Alder Street to the east of St. Clement's Cathedral in Scaladio. St. Clement's Cathedral. To the east. Around there. Oh. Where? Oh.
Hello there.
Oh, hello.
Ill-fitting pants, wonky nose, and hair that appears to have been cut by your own hand. You must be Billy Lloyd.
Oh, it's you! I knew you'd come.
You did?
You're Mirko Gallia, the best investigative journalist on Cordona. I'm a fan of your work.
Alas, you're mistaken. The name is Sherlock Holmes, and your employer...
Oh, of course. Discretion. I'm sorry. I doubt the policeman upstairs heard you, though, so your secret is safe with me, Sherlock.
Mr. Capello told me you were present during the burglary and scared the criminal off the property.
Hey, you should have seen it. As soon as the burglars saw me, they went white as death. Ran out the back door of the office. I heard a thud and cat shrieks, so I think they went over the railing and into the bushes out back. Clearly, my reputation precedes me. Mr. Capello was so proud.
You regard, but you didn't give chase.
By the time I made it outside, they were miles away. So I went back to help Mrs. Capello. That kind of gentlemanly courtesy is why I'm so well regarded round these parts.
What did the thief look like?
Shorter than me, mid-20s, a huge scar across the right cheek going from the eye. Short hair. She didn't look like a ghost. Too corporeal.
Hold on. She? You didn't think to mention the burglar was a woman?
Why did you assume it was a man? It's the 19th century, sir. Ambitious young women are out there pursuing a career, and I, for one, encourage it.
Yes,
What's a
yes,
thief?
give me the sermon. When did the burglary happen?
Thief is in a career.
10 in the evening. I was just talking to Mrs. Capello.
Does she normally work this late?
No, it's the first time it happened. Usually I'm alone at night. I was explaining to Mrs. Capello how drinking water every 3 hours can help with digestion.
It's the 19th century, get with
She
it.
excused herself and went back upstairs. Then there was a scream, and I ran up to the office and...
I know what happened next, thank you. What about last evening? Do you have any more details about the break-in?
Of course. I write down everything that happens during my watch. Take a look.
Fastidious in its mundanity, but I will make of it what I can. I must go and inspect the crime scene. If I have further questions, Mr. Lloyd, I will find you.
Oh, don't worry. I won't be able to keep away.
Right.
Yeah. More helpful than John, anyway. What's he got to say?
They sell door locks, padlocks. No Sherlocks, though. Probably for the best. Imagine dealing with two of you. Ugh.
Okay. Fantastic. Oh, hang on. Basilio leaves the office and goes home. Billy arrives at the office and says hello to Augusta. And talks to Augusta. Walks down to check on Billy. To work at the office, Billy's reading a book at the front door. Oh. You think you're right? This it looks like the wife did it, and he helped to cover it up. Oh.
Bulging veins, cyanosis, bloodshot eyes, odd foaming in the mouth.
Oh, he's wearing my lovely suit that I had to buy.
Clothes are not fully buttoned. Was the victim dressing or undressing? Bruises, torn nails, bleeding was severe and continued at length. Clear indications of blunt trauma, possibly inflicted before the victim was in the safe. Blood on the safe door could have been left by the victim. What a rotten way to die.
Yeah, what a shame.
Why are you... okay, you're here. Okay.
The bottle is half empty. A wine, well enjoyed. Recently used, but why would it be here?
Donc. Oh, the hot, yeah. Oh, you and your hilarity.
A concert program from 7 years ago. An Augusta La Duca is listed as a harpist in the orchestra.
You don't have time for today for a trip because of my important client meeting. I'm concerned about your desire to work such late hours. You seemed happy about it, but which is why I did not bring it up previously. But perhaps it's best to have a conversation. I'm sure we can find a different arrangement. Yeah, on form.
Two theatre tickets for Shakespeare's Othello. The performance is tomorrow.
Have to respect the classics.
Nicola Lizzie is soon to return to Bordeaux. We do not know what it means for the future of the family, but provided you've seen someone staying in Roma, so take that as you will. I strongly advise on behalf of our family that you should avoid contact with Nicola. We have no doubt that you'll be able to retain your composure, even if provoked, but we do not know what the Desies are planning. We only regard the family reputation is at stake. First, a meeting with the detective from several weeks ago. Second, 2 dates labelled with the safe yesterday and today.
He clearly needs a better work-life balance.
Set of keys that we just pick up and steal. Return for 12 years of studying and working on the mainland. This coincides with the Vaxidis' departure to Italy and hints at the possibility Nicola is intending to take over the family business. We will be watching the situation closely develops and we endeavour to obtain protection from Basilio Capello. The Capello and Detti feud has been for 200 years, even though it's actively been muted for the past decades. Some still remember the complex of the Gonzalo Detti and Vitalo Capello era.
Well organised workplace?
Mr. Capello is the best. Okay, this chap is seriously creepy.
He's still here, but he's just following us. Weirdo. Oh.
Don't forget about the cats in the bushes, Sherry.
Thanks, John. Cat's a key. Start accusing the cat of murder.
The letter F is inscribed within a 4-leaf clover pattern. Passe muraille. Walk through walls in French. Our thief seems rather arrogant.
Exactly. We might be able to accuse him a bit. deploy the code to all safes in the office is over 130500 and the feature kindly refrain from locking your trousers in our merchandise. What? 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 Right, they're going to be found in the safe. Facial expression and skin tone asphyxiation, the likely cause of death. There is uncasting foam in the mouth. His bruises and torn nails in his hands. Seems self-inflicted. There are bloody trails and faints scratching the safe door. Could have been made with trauma to the left side of the head, and clear where the blow was delivered before or after the safe. Victim's clothing not fully buttoned. Chemical analysis. Right, back in a sec, I'm just gonna get a drink. Right, I'm back. You can stop crying. It's okay. Okay, -2. Okay. Do I want to do that? No. Okay, what I think I want to do is time this by 2. No, it was add 1. -1, sorry. Doodler. I want to combine. Wait, do I want to do this first? Yes, I think I do. So now I just need -3 green. So donk donk. Donk. How's that solved? Did it solve anything? Okay.
String, security, peace of mind. Tacky.
Well, you know, that's your opinion, good sir.
Are you back down here? Oh, he's up here. Oh, weird.
Oh, why do I get the worst jobs?
Right, yeah, no worries. Have fun. Sure she'll love it. We put ours up today as well. Well, while I was at football. So I effectively did nothing.
Do you know anything else about the dead body in the safe?
Well, there is the rule of threes. You can survive 3 weeks without food, 3 days without water, 3 hours in harsh weather, and 3 minutes
Of you talking?
without air. I'm sorry, did you say something?
No, very enlightening, Mr. Lloyd, thank you.
Yep, I may or may not still be on when you're done. Probably not. I go up and watch a film.
Do you know whose keys these are?
Probably Mr. Capello's. Police took him so suddenly. I have the same set, but it's more efficient. Has fewer keys.
So you don't have access to the entire office?
No. Only Mr. and Mrs. Capello have the key to the back door.
Oh.
I know of it, but forgot. I don't know.
Do you know what this note might be about?
I cannot presume to know another's mind, of course, but I think Mr. and Mrs. Capello have been having some familial difficulties, probably due to their lack of children. One of my oldest friends helps couples with their relationship troubles, and he always says...
You don't have to continue.
Oh, well, he says that to me as well, but I'm perfectly happy to.
No, I insist.
Okay.
Is this code memo still valid?
Oh, yes, it's the same combination code everywhere. It corresponds to Mrs. Capello's birthday, actually. In fact, during this year's celebration, I was allowed a sip of champagne. That's when I had to dry my trousers, and then I had to...
Okay, thank you, Billy. Do you know anything about these entries?
No, but Mr. Capello is so well organised. I use a different method, very popular among the Buddhist monks. You create an attic in your mind and...
I'm familiar. Keep it tidy, put only necessary information in, remove unnecessary information regularly.
What? No, it's called an attic. You just stuff it with everything. You never know what might prove helpful someday.
That is profoundly upsetting.
I know of it, but forgot.
Have you noticed anything different about Mrs. Capello recently?
Not really. She talks to me more when I start my shift. Probably because of the 100 Best Curry Recipes book I'm reading. Oh, and we've been running out of paper a lot lately, so she often sends me out to buy more for her. She's very particular about the paper we use. Only one store on the island stocks it, and it's on the other side of the town. But I'm really fast.
Interesting, thank you. What can you tell me about Mr. Capello?
He's a good employer, but very focused on work, and very serious about security, of course, since he employed a night watch of my caliber. Not everyone appreciates his strict business approach, though. Store clerks don't seem to last long in the office.
Good to know. A comprehensive set of lockpicks, recently cleaned with no fresh scratches.
Vägen var det väl ett F så får vi... Okej. Let's go to... I searching for here? What am I looking for here? Not really sure what I'm supposed to be looking up.
advised to take a look around outside before we enter. Just a thought.
Have I in Clay Street in Central Miners End.
One man's tread is another man's feather. Take a look. Maybe something will catch your eye. Go away if you don't want to buy.
Okay, lovely.
Other gangs are planning an attack on the backyard, boys. The pipe is looking for information. Other gangs are planning an attack.
Believe it, another gang set them up and they're going to attack soon. I've overheard, however, that the pipe information protocol will gang calling in his beggar informants. Pipe can be found in the marketplace in Central Miners End and Market Road. Back.
Our clothes will be worn well, take my word.
The best the free markets can offer.
The cheapest news on the island. Thank you.
Okay, so where's this guy?
you able to help me?
Oh, I'm sorry, but I don't know anything.
Help me, please. Sounds familiar, but no. Ask someone else.
some clothes and help me feed my family.
Despite being used, these goods are still fine. Take a look.
Our clothes will be worn well. Take my
Help me,
word.
please.
Sorry, mister. Can't help you. Ask someone else.
Despite being used, these goods are still fine. Take a look.
Stunt. Who am I supposed to be talking to here? Who am I supposed to be talking to?
Are you able to help me?
Sounds familiar, but no. Ask someone else.
Hello, mister. I've got some information for you. Heard you were asking.
Have you now? Well, let's hear it.
All of them bandits are getting ready for a bruising. Sticks and guns and angry faces all round.
I see. Better get the boys ready. Take this for your trouble.
Oh, thank you kindly, sir. Thank you.
Now we can get all of you at once. Be ready. To be Philip from London. Good impression.
The best of flea markets can...
Our clothes will be worn well. Take my word.
Clay Street.
Dodge this!
Don't.
I'm coming.
Take a rest, my friend.
Give him the pepper snuff. He's all yours now. Go for it.
I will end you.
Time to knock this guy out.
Take this! You're dead!
Don't bother moving. You've lost. No more.
The snuff's ready.
Too simple.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Take this!
Don't bother moving. You've lost.
The snuff's ready. It's all yours now. Go for it.
Don't cry, you'll live.
That was alright.
Okay, I give up.
And here we are, Miss Sevigny. A place where we can talk about all your recent activities. We have a nice profile on you, you know.
What are you talking about? I didn't do anything.
Is there nothing you didn't do, Miss Sevigny? Thieve for the gang, break into the Armor Capello office, kill Niccolo Detti?
What? Kill? I didn't kill nobody. No, How?
So you admit the rest. I suppose you won't mind explaining some things to me then. You were in the Armor Capello office yesterday evening, Miss Sevigny. The same place that Niccolo Detti was found dead today. What happened?
How would you know? You can't prove anything?
It's written all over you, Miss Sevigny. I presume you did not intend your evening to end with a fall over the railing and a fracas with felines. Need I continue?
Zut alors! It was just a job, nothing else. I was asked to come. Here, see for yourself. I don't know who hired me, but I think they wanted to pin the crime on me. Poor Niccolo.
You knew Mr. Detti, how?
Niccolo and I grew up together. I hadn't seen him in years, then ran into him on the street, smiling with some lovely lady on his arm.
And that was the last time you saw him alive?
Wait, until I found him dead yesterday. That same woman was there, too. It can't be coincidence.
You saw a woman in the office?
Mm-hmm. She started screaming, so I slammed the safe door and ran when I saw a guard coming.
When were you offered this job?
Ah, mon Dieu. I don't remember precisely. I think the letter arrived around 9:30 in the evening. It sounded tricky, but the money was good.
And you arrived at the office?
I think you might be right. It was the wife.
I am very good, sir. I was in and out in 5 minutes.
I don't like lies.
No, wait. Okay. It took 15 minutes. All right? Still impressive, no?
Your thieving days may well be over, Miss Sevigny. Until this matter is resolved, you will remain here. Good day.
What if you didn't kill him?
What exactly was your relationship with Niccolo Detti?
Who? What are you talking about?
Madam, please, a young woman dedicated to her music and an enthusiastic artist. Your marriage to Basilio could not have offered all you needed. And then about 6 months ago, you met Niccolo Detti. There was a spark, you started to see each other. It brought passion back into your life.
How could you?
But your tryst didn't go unnoticed. Felicia Sevigny spotted you with Niccolo, but rather than cease your affair, you took care to avoid the public eye. You started working with your husband at the office, and met your lover there in the evening after Basilio departed. Billy would not notice, and you hoped neither would your husband. Do I have this right so far?
Yes. I love Basilio, I truly do. But his first passion is his work. I respect that, but it left me adrift. Niccolo. Oh, sweet Niccolo. He was the man I needed. If he had had any other name, I would have talked to Basilio. But he was a Detti.
And your husband suspected something?
I think he did. He asked questions. Billy's schedule was moved forwards here. Yes. Yes, he suspected.
And thus we arrive at the heart of the matter. How did Mr. Detti end up deceased in the safe?
I do not know.
Madam?
I don't know anything about his death.
Are you sure this is how you wish to proceed?
It is the truth. Please, just leave me be.
Apologies, Mrs. Capello, but I must go.
Let's see what this guy has to say.
Were you aware of this, Mr. Capello? Of the relationship between your wife and Niccolo Detti?
Enough! I will not hear it. Augusta is an impressionable woman feeling the stress of this horrible situation. She does not understand what she's saying.
I see. So, you think...
I think that if you want to help, you should stop bothering my wife and find the criminal responsible. I'm afraid I have nothing to add to this. Not much to say. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I have nothing to add to this. Another question?
Mr. Capello, have you anything to say about the burglar's claims?
Not a whit. The woman is a liar and a criminal. I don't give it the slightest credence, and neither should you. Another question? I'm afraid I have nothing to add to this.
How long have you known your wife, Mr. Capello?
How is that relevant, young man?
Please, I need a complete picture of all the parties involved. Consider, perhaps, the possibility that the burglar was targeting your wife.
It seems unlikely, although if a Detti was out to threaten my wife... We met 7 years ago. Augusta was a harpist with an Italian orchestra. The passion in her eyes back then. I am glad she still has some of it now.
And you and your wife get along well?
I love her most dearly, and I know Augusta loves me. I fear someday she may be bored at work, but I try to give her all she wants.
Is this note still valid?
Oh yes, we use this code by default for each safe. Now sometimes a buyer may ask to see how it can be changed, but I always reset it afterwards.
And the safe containing the body used the default code, I presume?
As it happens, no. In my demonstration, I wanted to show the bank clerks how easy it was to set a different combination.
Interesting. Thank you.
I'm afraid I have nothing to add to this.
I'm interested in some entries in your diary that may prove important. Could you elaborate on these ones here?
Bene, I won't name the detective, but rest assured that is unrelated to the investigation. It is just one of our clients. And those safe entries are about an interested party who was going to purchase the product. We met yesterday, and today we're to finalize the transaction. Alas, that opportunity is no more.
You've been a good help.
I'm afraid I have nothing to add to this. Not much to say. I'm sorry.
What was your intent behind this note?
This is private, young man, and hardly relevant.
Its relevance, as it were, remains to be seen.
My wife Augusta joined me in business half a year ago, but works late hours. I worry because I love her. What else do you need to know?
I appreciate your candor. I will return.
Okay. Right, well, going with our first instincts, and I'm going to accuse the wife.
It is It's a shame it has come to this, but it is patently obvious that you are responsible for Niccolo Detti's death.
How dare you? I wouldn't want him to.
I see you need some persuasion. I know that Niccolo Detti went to the office to meet you.
What was the window of opportunity?
It was a midnight tryst. Niccolo would visit the office once Basilio left, but this time he returned. So you hid Niccolo in the safe. A foolish move.
I didn't know the code had changed. It was the only choice. I couldn't let him be found. I loved him.
Really? You could have saved his life by simply speaking with your husband, but you sought to free him another way.
Interesting. This is more hopeful than the last case. Right, let's go through. What means... Well, it's her.
To free Mr. Detti, you hired Felicia Sevigny, a petty burglar, to crack the safe. And as a result, you killed your lover.
No, It's because the combination had changed. It is not my fault.
You are splitting hairs, Mrs. Capello. The fact remains you chose to risk Niccolo's life rather than call your husband. And I know why.
Well, the motive is, though, there's something... It was... That's why I was in there.
You were afraid how it would affect the reputation of the Capellos, and you feared what your husband would do as a consequence.
He's a good man, but he cares about his business, about the family. It would have destroyed him.
And now he's accused of murder, Mrs. Capello. How considerate of you.
Mio Dio, how did this all happen?
Despite your best intentions, Mrs. Capello, I believe you are to blame for this sorry affair, not Basilio.
I think you're right, sir. Basilio, he does not deserve this. None of this.
It is not my place to decide what is deserved, but perhaps you now know what to say to the inspector.
I do.
Good day, madam.
I don't think Mrs. Capello did this on purpose. I would have let her go.
We'll just let everyone go, John. Right, I think that'll do me for today.